y'all, I'm Benzime, and in today's video I'm going to be updating Tsunami from Wings of Fire's design. So to start this, I am just drawing Tsunami as she is in the books. She is a very dark blue, deep colors. She's described as having emerald green eyes and pretty strong dragon in both her personality and her stature, even though in the original books she's still a juvenile. For this, I wanted to pretty much just draw her normally in my style without like too much different. I think of Tsunami as a very strong character. I've always really enjoyed her. She's been one of my favorite characters. I've actually drawn Tsunami a few times, which is kind of weird considering I don't really draw many of the Dragonets in Destiny. So here is how I drew Tsunami. For the updated design, I wanted to make her a little bit sharper and her stance a little bit more aggressive than how I draw her normally. I feel like her current design is very calming and soft if you think about it, even though she is, personality-wise, a pretty strong standoffish dragon. I wanted to add the glow scales up her horns and give her some more frill than I did with the original design. I also wanted to add more features that made her seem like if she was underwater she could swim well, just by making her wing size larger, making the webbing between her toes a little bit more defined, and adding it around the entire edge of her tail instead of just sort of stopping at the end. For this design, I decided to make her a darker color, and I decided to give her a lot of pink. In my mind, the royals have a pink genetic. Obviously, Anemone is a pink sea-wing, which is very uncommon. So I decided that Queen Coral has a gene, and most royals have some sort of pink on them as sort of a key indicator other than the markings on their wings. I feel like she still looks like a very strong character, but I feel like the warmness of the pink actually makes her a little bit more aggressive. With this, I don't think too much would change about the actual story. I do think, however, she would be recognized as a royal a lot faster, and maybe even in the Colosseum battle, instead of Gil being completely unaware of who he was fighting, completely empty, maybe seeing a dragonet that has the same scales as his wife, or the queen, would have given some sort of recollection at the very end, maybe even shedding a tear and realizing it, and instead of more just like, oh yeah, here is a super dehydrated sea-wing to fight against, Queen Scarlet intentionally puts the two together and thinks that the fight is even more exciting and even more thrilling than it was in the original book. People can immediately tell who Tsunami is, and she's given a little bit more respect from some sea-wings and a little bit more aggression from others. So with that is my Tsunami redesign. Thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.